You talk about de-risking process and you talk about something like product superiority. When it comes to enterprise software, where my mind goes, or at least one area where my mind goes, is these contracts tend to be pretty sticky when it becomes something that becomes hard to replace because it's in some cases, mission critical software. What do you look for when it comes to product superiority? Are there things that you're looking for to discern says this is product superiority that a company has?
Yeah, there are a few things around the product superiority, but as a general category, you have to look at it relative to its competitive set. That's an important part. So it isn't, oh man, this is a great product, but relative to what everyone else has, relative to what the customers want. So you really have to do some deep dives into why do people buy this software in the first place? What is it that makes this unique? What is it that makes it differentiated? And what is it that makes it, call it, protectable? Is there anything that's really protectable? The world of Gen AI changes some of that for a lot of things. If you don't have, I call it sovereignty and dominion over workflows and data sets, you don't have a right to exist as an enterprise software company. If you do, then you have a right to dominate. Okay, if you enable and agentify that business more effectively. And so what was a very important part of how you underwrite is now an essential part of how you underwrite, because you also have to understand the impact of agentic solutions in the world of enterprise software. If you are just repurposing content, then you don't really have a right to exist, because these agentic solutions ultimately they're the best search engines on the planet, and they can aggregate, refine, define, and deliver and dispense, content much more efficiently than, many other things that are out there. Okay. But if you actually have the ability to say, listen, I have a unique workflow, I have a unique data set that only, it's less than 1% of the enterprise data actually lives in these, public, call it public environments for LLMs, broad scale LLMs to train on. And if you have the ability to protect that and utilize it effectively, then you have a unique advantage that no one will have for a long period of time. And so there's a different underwriting criteria you have to think about from a product superiority now versus what it was in the past. And in the past, there's a lot of feature functions. And do you have the capability? Do you have data sets? Remember, by having unique data sets and unique workflows, you can actually go to your customers and understand, I call it the derivative products that only you can deliver to them, because you're the only ones with the workflow, the only one with that data, and the only ones who can use that to create a new product that creates a unique set of advantages that you can actually price relative to their utility. Okay. That is a concept that is very different in enterprise software than almost any other industry. And I like to say it's the only business I know that every day you can develop a product that only you can sell to your customer. Okay. That's a dynamic that will be enhanced in an agentic world.